Hey y'all, I'm just chilling out in Gatlinburg in my hotel room, and I've had a lot of requests for gear videos, so I thought I would at least show y'all like all the stuff I'm carrying, maybe in some segments though, because I got a lot of stuff. So today I just did laundry, so I'm going to show you all the clothing that I'm wearing while I'm out here on trail. So first of all, I'll start with this, just a Brooks running hat. Real lightweight. I got this right before trail. I had a Columbia hat that I liked, but I felt like my head kind of sweat too much in it, which it kind of does in this one too on hot days, but it dries out really easily. I've only had to wash it a couple times. I didn't wash it today. I'll probably need to wash it, fairly soon, but it actually holds up pretty good. I've been pretty happy with it. It stays on good. It's got a good little clip in the back to stay on, which is important. Obviously, hiking in the mountains with the winds and things like that. So my most favorite piece of gear, you've heard me talk about this, is the Melons on a hoodie. I've just hiked 3 or 4 days in the Smoky Mountains, and I didn't even have to wash it today because it still smells pretty normal. So I've kind of been wearing it around town for the last couple of days. It's comfortable, even I don't have anything on under it right now, and it still feels pretty good. So it's got the big kangaroo pocket that you can put stuff in. So I have a fanny pack, so I don't use that as much, but sometimes I'll put like my gloves or something like that in there. So it's just amazing. It was only $78, which by hiking clothing standards is not very expensive, but like I said, I did have to drive all the way to Leadville, Colorado to get it last summer. And it's Melons on a very popular out here. You'll see a lot of people with this, or either the I think it's the Patagonia R1. A lot of people have that. So I mean, it's hard to explain. Like, it's just really breathable, so you don't get too hot in it unless it gets up to, like, if it's 50 or 60 degrees, I can't hike in it. It's too hot at that point. But I don't get too hot in it. Generally, I can wear it through a broad range of temperatures, which is very valuable out here. I also don't get too cold in it. Like, it keeps me pretty warm. Down to, like, when I'm hiking, down to almost anything, like, I can hike with it, as long as it's not super windy. If it's super windy, I'll show you another layer I use in that case. So, but yeah, wear this almost all the time when I'm hiking. As it gets warmer, I won't wear it hiking as much. At that point, I'll probably use it more for sleeping at night when it's colder. So that works out pretty good. Now, this is the layer. I did wash it, so I don't have it on right now, but you've seen me wear this. This is the Outdoor Research Sun Hoodie, which I like to use it as a base layer even in the winter, because it's very thin, very lightweight, very breathable, moisture wicking. It works really, really well. A lot of people have these too, especially like out on the PCT and stuff, so I really like it. Makes a good base layer. It's got a little hood on it, so if I just want a little bit of warmth on my head, I can use it. Like I said, it dries out really easy. Like, doesn't hold smells, so just a super, super layer. Pretty much wear it all the time when I'm hiking now. When it gets hot, like, I get down to just this, and it works fine because it is a sun hoodie. But if it gets like super hot, I probably will have to switch to like a short sleeve option at some point, probably another month or so. But I'll definitely keep it with me no matter what. So I've got that. The shorts I'm wearing right now, these are actually, here, let me show you. These are my hiking shorts. They're an REI 2-in-1 short, and I actually have 2 pair. I have 1 pair on, and this is the pair I hike in. So they were 2-in-1 shorts originally, meaning they had like a liner. But what I did was, after I had my problem, I'll just tell you, I had a yeast infection. Anyway, I keep talking about all the layers I wore on the Foothills Trail and the problems I had. I had a yeast infection. So anyway, so don't wear too many layers, and be sure to change your clothes and make sure they're dry at night. I kind of knew not to do that, but I didn't take it as seriously because I was on a short trip for just 4 or 5 days. So I just thought, whatever, I'll do whatever for this trip, and it won't affect me. But trust me, it did affect me. So anyway, I like these. They've been very good. I've lost a lot of weight, so they're getting kind of big on me. They do have a drawstring, which is good. So I don't know if I'll be able to wear these all the way or not. I'll probably have to get like a smaller pair at some point. But anyway, the ones without the liner are the ones I've been hiking in, and then these are basically the exact same shorts, but they still have the liner, if you can see that. So what I use these for basically is kind of my backup shorts, but since they have the liner, that can almost serve as underwear too. So these are like my emergency underwear, emergency hiking shorts. They're kind of my town shorts because I don't have to wash them because I don't wear them on trail. I may wear them like to sleep at night a couple of times if it's kind of warm, but basically they're just kind of extra shorts and extra underwear in one, so that kind of works out really good. My shoes, let me take one off and show you. I think I talked about these in the last couple of days, but they're the Ultra Olympus. They've been really good to me. I've worn not this same pair, but a pair just like these on the Foothills Trail and a bunch of my training hikes, and it worked really well. Ultra makes a Lone Peak, which is a zero drop shoe, meaning it's like flat, which is really good for hiking. The Lone Peak is good because you can really feel the trail really well, and a lot of people like it, but I'm a heavier person. Like I'm in the 250 or so roughly, so I need a little more cushion, and these have been great to me so far. I've got a Super Feet insole that I put in there, which has worked out really well so far. So that's the combo I'm using. I was carrying around the original Ultra insoles that came with the shoes, but I just shipped them back the other day because I just don't think I'm going to need them. But I'm hoping to get 500 or 600 miles out of these. They've held up really well so far. They got the big wide toe box that everybody likes because you just need room for your toes, especially going downhill, so that you're not, if you're hitting on the front of your shoe, it's going to kill your toes like really quickly. So it's breathable, a trail runner, dries really easy. But I think the main thing I've noticed that I like about it is because it's so cushioned. It's not necessarily the cushion I like, but the fact that it sits high up off the ground compared to the Lone Peak. So I can go through a thicker amount of water without getting my feet wet. So like water's got to be pretty deep, a couple of inches before my feet actually get wet going through them. So anyway, I've been real happy. Haven't had any problems with them at all. These are I've got on my sleep socks now because again I'm in town, so I didn't have to wash them. I could wear them while I went to do laundry. But these are a darn tough, like a full cushion boot cut. So they work really well, when I'm asleep because they do a lot of coverage. But honestly, I don't wear socks to sleep unless it's really, really cold, just because I like to let my feet air out at night. I feel like they dry and crack if I wear socks all the time, especially without shoes. So anyway, I actually brought these to hike in on the trail. That's why I had like 7 pairs at one point, because I immediately realized these were making my feet sweat too much, which is not good and will cause blisters. And I even got a couple early on. So I basically just kept one of these pair to use as a sleep pair of socks. So for my normal socks, all right, I use 2 layers. These are Injinji toe socks. Let me fix them right here quick. These are toe sock liners, basically. They're not actually socks. They're like a really thin sock that people use as liners, but they go around your toes like gloves. A lot of people on trail wear these. Really good at preventing the blisters around your toes, which you'll definitely get. And I've never, knock on wood, never gotten a blister when I was wearing these. When I've gotten a blister, it's always been when I wasn't wearing these. I didn't like them at first. They took some getting used to. But now that I've gotten used to them, I really like them. And I have 2 pair. This is the original pair that I had, which are good. They kind of show dirt a lot because they're light gray. Don't necessarily like that because everything's kind of gross out here anyway. So anyway, I've got these originally, and they're okay. But this last pair I bought was a merino wool. Actually, Radioactive suggested these to me, and they didn't have these in my size anyway at the Outdoor 76. So I like these much better. I was hoping to pick up another pair of these merino wool versions at the outfitter here in Gatlinburg, but they did not have them. So anyway, I've got these I wear as a layer under my main socks, and this is just a backup pair. So like, on day 3 or if these get wet or whatever, I can wear those. So for my main socks, I wear just a darn tough light cushion sock. It's thinner. The thicker one was just too much. It made me sweat. So basically, I have 2 pair of these that I have out here with me. So one darn tough from Vermont. They're expensive. They're like $15 or $20 a pair, but they have a lifetime warranty. So if they get a hole or anything, you just swap them out for a new pair. So it's kind of like having lifetime socks. And then basically I have 2 pair of those too. So one that I wear, usually I'll wear, if they don't get wet or messed up or anything, I'll wear the same pair for a couple of days in a row and then switch like day 3 to a fresh pair. Just helps keep everything clean. Your feet do get really dirty out here. Like there's no way around that. So basically 2 pair of regular hiking socks, 2 pairs of toe liners, and 1 pair of sleep socks. So 5 total pair of socks, but really 3 if you think about that I'm wearing 2 at the same time. So this is my beanie. I had 2 of these. I just shipped one of these back. This is made by the same company as the hoodie. I actually got it in Colorado when I got the hoodie, and it's same principle as the hoodie, same fabric. They actually make these just to be conservative. They use the leftover scraps when they make these hoodies, and they make the beanies out of them. So same properties, you know, moisture rates, very, very lightweight. So wear it, you know, early in the morning if it's really cold. I may hike with it. You'll probably see me wearing it in some of the videos. And then at night, if it gets real cold, I'll usually, you know, wear it to sleep. So that works really good. I wear this at night. This is like I had a different one. This is basically a buff. I had like a buff made by the Buff Company, but at Outdoor 76, they give all the thru hikers one of these for free when they come in there, you know, passing through town or whatever. So everybody kind of likes these, so I shipped my other one back to my brother's house, and I kept this one. I don't really wear it in the daytime. It's just too hot for hiking or anything, but I do like to wear it at night, and, you know, go up around my face and stuff if it's really cold, around my ears. So I do like that. This is not really clothing exactly. I used to always wear a bandana on my head. This is the blue one. I told y'all, obviously, my very emotional episode 8 about losing the purple one, which I have found on Etsy, so I'm going to get a different one back. But like I said, in real life, almost always would wear this like to go to the gym or anything. Because when you're bald, your head sweats, you do like need something on your head, but something soft. And so anyway, that's what I use these for. But out here, it's basically my snot rag, as they call it. Just carry it in my pocket. Some people tie them up here, and I have before too, like on your pack. But anything on the straps, it kind of gives me a hard time, like trying to get it on and off. So I just keep it in my pocket. So basically, it's like a handkerchief. These are the Vapor Tights I've talked about that I just got back at the Knock. They're good, but they just won't stay up. Like I keep pulling them up all day, so I don't think they're going to work. Or either they may just become like my nighttime sleep pants when it's cold, or they may get shipped back. Not sure about those. Alternatively, I have these that I have worn on trail one day, and they're pretty comfortable. They're like a heat keep, basically almost like not a smart wool, but like just a synthetic little tight that actually I kind of like them better on the trail. They're not very thick and durable, like for like hiking through brush and things like that, but they're pretty good for like a night layer and sleep clothes. So these I may keep as just for sleeping, or I may try to wear them hiking when I need them. I don't honestly mostly wear shorts all the time, so I don't necessarily need tights. I'm a little more concerned when I get north with ticks and things like that. So like I said, that I probably will keep those, but I think the Vapors, they're probably going to get shipped back. This is the Patagonia Capilene shirt that I told y'all about in a recent video. This is my sleep shirt. It's like a mid-weight. It's really nice. I actually had this exact same shirt purchased before the trail, but I ended up taking it back. I didn't like the way it felt or whatever, and I wouldn't want to wear it like hiking or every day, but like it's very warm, and you know, it's really good. Like I've had good luck with it keeping me a lot warmer in the cold temperatures the last few nights. So that's going to be my sleep layer until it really warms up. I may get rid of it at that point. This is like just the same Patagonia Capilene, but it's the thinner version. It's basically just a very lightweight t-shirt, which it fits me kind of tight. I don't really like tight fitting shirts, but that's kind of the point for like a base layer, so it can wick the moisture off of you. So I've not worn it on trail yet. It's going to be like in the 70s the next couple of days, so I may give it a shot and just see how it works. It's very thin, so it's not a lot of padding from a backpack. So I'm not sure it's going to be my go-to hiking shirt, but what I use it for now is actually in my tent. I actually pull it over my sleep pad so that my blow-up pillow won't slide around everywhere while I'm asleep at night. So basically, it's kind of a pillow holder right now. I know it sounds kind of strange. I'll show you my sleep system in an upcoming video, and that can kind of explain that. My underwear, everybody wears these. They're ex officios. I have 2 pair. I have a gray pair and kind of a black pair. Very breathable. They just like all the other clothing. They wick moisture. They don't stink bad. Like, they've been good. especially they work much better too when I've been wearing them with just the shorts without the liners. So they're really breathable. So I haven't had any yeast infection or issues since I've been on the AT for a couple 100 miles. So that's good. These are the 9-inch, which I think they have stopped making. I got several pair of the 9-inch on clearance back in the summer. So I like the longer ones. I feel like that's better for like chafing between your legs and stuff. So I do like the 9-inch, but I'm not sure I'll be able to buy them again. But I've got like 3 or 4 pairs, so I'm good for this whole trip. If either of these wear out, I can just have another pair sent to me. Like I said, I only have 2 pair, but the short with the liner kind of serves as like my emergency underwear too. So for my feet, I wear these gaiters. They come with the Ultra shoes, or they don't come with them, but they're made specifically for them because the shoes actually have I'll show you, let me see. The shoes actually have a little Velcro thing back here, so you put them here, and then you hook them onto this little clip on the front of your shoe. And basically, it just covers this whole area of your shoe so you can't get any rocks or dirt or things like that down in your shoe while you're hiking, which is very beneficial. A lot of people don't wear these, but I like them, and I feel like I look, oddly enough, and stupid as it is, I kind of feel like more like a hiker when I wear them. That's kind of why I wear them. But anyway, and then these, I was having a little knee problem, like just when I was doing my just regular walking in the neighborhoods or parks last year. So I bought a couple of they're supposed to be knee braces, but there's, my legs are really big, so they actually turned out, even though they're made for the knees, I just bought them at Walmart, real cheap, but I use them as like calf sleeves, and they actually fit perfect for that. And I've been wearing them pretty much on all my hikes, and it kind of protects my lower legs, keeps my socks in place, keeps my socks, from getting as dirty. These get dirty before the socks do. And but as it gets hot, I may have to reconsider them a little bit. But what I do like about them is if I do have a knee pain or something come up during the day, I can just pull it up over my knee, and it kind of is a knee support. So that's good. Here's my Puffy jacket. It's been kind of on the block just because I don't use it very much, but for colder temperatures at night, it really does. I don't hike in it, and Puffies, most people wear them around camp once they get through hiking and before they go to their tents. But we've been in the wintertime basically hiking daylight to dark for the most part, and it's so cold we get in our tents right away. So more or less the only thing I've used this for is just maybe 4 or 5 nights when it was really cold, I've slept in it. What I do like is it has pockets, so I can put like my water filter, and I have an asthma medication that's like the Advair Discus. I put it in the other pocket and just keeps them close to my body so they don't freeze at night, which is important. So, and I do like the fact that it has this is just an REI, like a down Puffy. It was on sale. I can't remember. It wasn't much, but like I said, I don't use it very often. But I like that it has a hood. Since I sleep with a quilt at night, the quilt comes over me, but it's not like a sleeping bag that covers your head. So being able to use this, it's on the chopping block at some point soon, probably after the Smokies, but more or less when this Melanzana becomes my night hoodie and I'm almost always hiking in the daytime without this, then I think this will become my nighttime layer, and this will still remain my Puffy. Really, the only issue with either one is if like I get really wet in the daytime somehow, you never know what can happen, then you really need a dry layer to keep warm, in that situation. And we're probably still going to face some cold weather, in Virginia, probably well enough the trail. So my rain jacket is one of the things I really struggle with buying, but I finally decided on the Enlightened Equipment Visp. It's the same company that makes my sleeping quilt, and it's been really good so far. I like it. I've not used it that much in the rain just because it hasn't rained much. I only started using this when I came to the trail. But it fits really well. It's good and long, which is good because it's a rain jacket. It's very minimal. It has no pockets, but it does have pit zips under the arms so you can get some ventilation. I pretty much leave mine open all the time. I'm pretty much a warm person. But the hood comes down over your head, and you can actually kind of tighten it around your head so it doesn't slide back and forth. So it's the Enlightened Equipment Visp. Been pleased with it. It's quite expensive, but it seems to be pretty durable so far. I haven't had any issues with it. I've worn it a lot on really cold and windy days, and it's worked really well. So that's my rain jacket. So I've got rain pants some Columbia rain pants in my backpack over there. I'm ditching them because I've not worn them at all, and most people kind of bring those along as a wind layer when they're hiking when it's really cold. But given that if I wear tights or something, and in just general, I can wear shorts pretty much at any temperature. They're probably going to get ditched here pretty quick. So I think they're kind of heavy. So most people ditch their rain pants at some point. And I think that point's coming, pretty quick for me. Like I said, once we get out of the obvious times for cold temperatures, really cold temperatures, I will probably change up a couple of things. So, but anyway, I think that's about it for my clothing. Just had so many questions about it. Thought I would just kind of shout out you guys. I know most people do this kind of thing like before they get on trail, but as I've said before, I didn't decide to YouTube until like maybe the day before I got on the plane to come to the trail. So anyway, so I thought I would maybe try to shoot this in there for you now and use this as kind of a filler space when I'm out on trail and don't have Wi-Fi. So I'm trying to do like basically a daily video, and I typically upload it at 7 p.m. Eastern time, if you want to look for them that way. So anyway, that's my clothes. If you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments. Be happy to answer them. I'll do like what I call my big three maybe in another video, which is like my tent, my quilt, sleeping pad, and my backpack. All those kind of things are referred to as your big three. So, and then maybe another video I can go through like just the little odds and ends I'm carrying, like my stove and just toiletries, first aid. Not a lot of that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to be as minimal as possible. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching and following along. Like and subscribe to get all my videos. I'm on day like 25, I think, in Gatlinburg. I'm gonna get back on trail tomorrow at 11 o'clock and should get through the Smokies, in the next couple of days. Probably 2 to 3 days, just depending on how far I can go each day. So anyway, thank y'all so much for the support. I will talk to you guys soon.